Hello Raider Nation, this is Duntov. Today I'm at the Raiders Allegiant Stadium. It is Monday, July 19th, 2021. As you can see right now, it's a little bit rainy looking out here. We just have a light sprinkle right now. Well, I was driving here, it was raining pretty good and then it just slowed down. So I've been out of town all of last week, so I wasn't here to check on the stadium. I'm sure a lot of you noticed, didn't have any videos of the stadium last week. So I was in California a little while, or for the whole week. We were hanging out at the beach. And then if you saw my video I just posted before this one, I got to go to Sterling Teak and they made me that custom duntov shield. If you haven't checked out that video, check it out. Alright, so while I was away, I was reading on social media a lot of people complaining about getting in and out of the Garth Brooks concert. So I do know someone that was there and they didn't have that much of a problem, but they parked right here in lot C, so really close. So that's lot C there, the one right along the Hacienda Bridge, right across from the main entrance. So what they did with a lot of the roads around here, like I'm standing right at the corner of L. Davis Way and Dean Martin. So Dean Martin Drive over here, you can see that car driving down the road. So they made this southbound only. So I think a lot of people, you know, with the roads being one way now, so that car right there, they wouldn't be allowed to go that way on the night of events. So Dean Martin was southbound, and Polaris, which is the west side of the stadium, that's only northbound. And then remember, Hacienda Bridge is only to pedestrians. So that's what they changed a lot of stuff, and then it was the first time of full capacity. So I'm sure there's a lot of learning curve. I think Garth Brooks was supposed to have about 68,000 people, so that's, you know, I think that's probably the biggest event Las Vegas has ever had. So I know it sucks getting stuck in all that, and I think it was what, 115 degrees or so. So if you went there, leave in the comments how it was, you know. And then I also heard stuff about, some people said the sound for the Garth Brooks concert wasn't that good either. So let us know in the comments how everything went if you were there. Alright, so the one reason I'm here is to check out the screen. If we look over here now, there is one crew up. They're doing something on the side. You can't really see it behind the giant Yesco sign. There is a big crane there right now, so I don't know what they're gonna unload. We're gonna head over that way. I don't know what he's working on. Kind of looks like, or you can see how the screen ends here. I don't know if they're gonna continue it out still, or they're maybe taking some of this bracing out. I don't think they could take that out. It looks like it's pretty important. Alright, so let me show the Yesco sign. And if we look back here, you can see the parts of the crane, and then we got something on this. We got some more steel coming in, it looks like. Here's the game day pins. I don't know if anyone got them from last season. Alright, so they already went out. So them game day pins, it's the whole collection of pins for all the home games. So I'm sure they'll have them out again for this season. Alright, another thing, the next big event coming here is the Gold Cup soccer tournament. That's going to be on the 1st. So I guess we'll get to check out and see if they have that figured out yet for all the crowd control. Alright, let's head down there and see what's going on with this crane. Alright, I'm still in the D lot. If I swing over, we can see the giant crane there. It just seems like they're just waiting on for whatever these guys over here are doing. But you cannot tell from here. Right now I'm standing right next to the giant Yesco sign. Just trying to get a better view of what they're doing up here. So you can see how they got the drop cloth to protect over there. So I don't know if they're grinding away at that. You can see the steel there. It looks like they took the coating off the paint. They're coming back down now. So you can see all the, excuse me, you can see all the bare metal that they scraped that paint off. So maybe they're going to be welding some stuff onto there. Not sure. So you got that bracket there. The other bracket there. I'm just curious what's going on. Alright, as I move down here and I'm looking at these pieces on this trailer here, so you can see they're pretty long. What it appears like it might be, we look up at it, the spot, you can see how it has this open area where it's just the glass. To me, it kind of looks like they're going to fill that in and maybe they're going to continue to screen all the way in that whole section. I could be totally wrong. That's just a guess. Because these pieces on here look like these are going up. They didn't come off. You can see they got the mounting points over here. We're not focusing good. There we go. So you can see they got like the hook area and there's some straps on there, cables. So to me it kind of looks like they're going to be lifting those into place up here. So we just had a couple guys come out here by the crane. They're getting inside the main cab. Just waiting to see if they're going to do anything. So as you can see here though, the screen is not being tested. We're still waiting to see what they're gonna do. All right, here's the straight on view of the medium mesh. So you can see all the gaps are totally gone. So I'm still waiting to see what they're gonna do with the crane. We got a few more people showed up down there, but it's like they're waiting for something. So figured I'd show this a little bit. So there's the crane back there behind the Omega Mart. All right, so let's zoom in again. So that's where I think they're gonna hang one of those brackets. My guess is they're gonna fill in this area here. It is starting to sprinkle again, so I don't know if we're going to get some rain and might delay it even more. So if we look at the left side here, there's nothing on this side. You can see how it's the same way. And you can see how it had one of the brackets here. These are the ones that put the horizontal pieces across where they would hook up the medium mesh. And I can see that line there where I don't know if, no, that actually might be a piece of steel right on top. All right, I'm gonna hang out a little longer. We'll see if they start doing anything with this crane. Just curious what it's gonna be. All right, I've been hanging out in the car. Now I see the guys just came back to, we got two crews up on the lifts and they started taking down these steel beams off of the trailer here. See, they got two there, and then it looks like they still got more stuff on there. Okay, we got a beam. They're picking it up right now on the ground again. One of the ones they took off already. Kind of looks like they're putting it back on the trailer. See the curve of the pieces, so that should be like the curve of the glass on the side of the stadium. I'm doing something. I don't know if they're welding or cutting something right now. Yeah, we got them picking up this big thing off of the trailer now. Alright, so the guys that were welding, they're moving up. So let's see if we could see what they were doing here. Alright, they welded this bracket on there. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to do the same thing up at the top. Alright, this blue thing they just took off of the trailer. I'm not 100%, but I'm thinking it might be something like where they'll be able to extend the piece of beam out that they're doing so they could get close to the building with it. I kind of remember them doing something like that before, you know, because the crane can only get so close. That's my guess. But the way it's going, it might not be done for a while. I don't know if I'll be staying the whole time waiting, but I'll stick around a little bit longer. Yep, you can see them putting the tarp up. So they're getting ready to do some more welding and grinding and welding probably up there. Alright, it's 10:15 now. I've been waiting a little while here. They keep going up and down. It looks like they might be getting ready to weld another bracket on this top section. And then you can see down here that is some kind of, you can see how they mount the beam on the end of that big blue thing, so that's so they could get it in closer to the building, so the crane doesn't have to go too close because that'll stick out. So this crew is waiting to lift this. Well, it looks like it's going to be a while, so I don't have a lot of time to wait around. you can see how it's mounted on the end of that. Appears like they're gonna fill that in, and I'm assuming they're gonna continue the medium mesh all the way down. So this crew here, they're like readjusting the steel beam here. Oh, a little bit off on the view. The sun I couldn't see. So they're adjusting this one. You can see they're adjusting the chains. Get the little different angles, I guess, once they lift it up. Okay, so of course I was just driving to go home and they started lifting right when I went by. So you can see how it's on the end of that big blue thing, and then they'll be able to put it right in place there. All right, we got the guys on the lift now, so they should be bringing that beam in closer. So you can see the curve of it. So what I'm thinking is that curve, you know, it's going to go on this bottom piece right along this. You can see like the curve of the raised panels coming out of the stadium there. So right now I'm standing in lot E. I got tired of waiting. It is 10:35 right now, so I was on my way home and they started lifting right then, so we'll wait and see. Waiting for all this lifting, it feels just like when I was watching them lift all the roof trusses. Sometimes I'd be here 4 or 5 hours waiting. Today was only 2.5 hours. Okay, so you can see how the beam is sticking out on that blue, the blue mount thing, because if we go straight up and you look at the top of the crane, you can see there would be no way for them to get that in close enough. That boom would hit the top of the, you know, it would hit the stadium at the top there, so that's the whole point of this blue thing, holding it out farther. Then they got more control. You can see all the points where they have it hooked up. And then I don't know how well you can see the guidelines, the guide wires, so there's people on the ground helping guide that also, keep it from swinging around. There's guidelines on front and back of that. So it looks like they're bringing it in closer now. zoomed in as far as I could go, so you can see the guy up there. He's talking to the guy at the bottom with the guide wire. Okay, I'm gonna walk down a little bit, try to go down by the crane area to get a straight on shot. All right, well, we're right on the east side. You can see the full medium mesh screen. And if we look over here, they just put the piece pretty much in place. You can see how it's going to fit right in there along the... So it goes pretty much right to the end. If you look right behind the blue, you can see where they have the mounting plate, like right there, to attach stuff to it. So there you go. They are extending the... I could just see the Allegiant reflection in there. That's off of the Yesco sign. So they are gonna fill in this area and get the framing, you know, to fill in that gap. So I do not know for sure if they're gonna add more prismview medium mesh, but that would be my guess. So we got a second crew that just went up. All right, Raider Nation, so they are extending it. Didn't think I'd get it. It looked like I was waiting around and they weren't getting ready to put it, so there it goes. I don't know what he's working on there. All right, Raider Nation, so I will be back. I'll keep a lookout on this all week to see what they're doing. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you guys next time.